A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+. English, that's so much fun. English education for you and everyone, so come along. Learn some grammar, learn a phrase, learn something new every day. Learn the A+ way. Hey, it's time to start the show. Are you ready? Good, 'cause here we go. A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I want A+ English.
Hello and welcome to A+. My name is Reese.
And I'm Chicklin.
Hey Chicklin, how are you doing?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm okay. I'm surviving in my bedroom. Today we have an article about studying things, going to a different kind of school. And I think this is a subject that you, Chicklin, maybe would know more about than me. We're talking about cram schools.
Ooh. Okay, cram schools. Suck.
So much fun to be had at cram school. Let's get straight into our warm-up question. Chicklin, do you go to a cram school? What subjects do you study?
I had gone to a few cram schools in the past, but I stopped going there in 10th grade because I thought it was a little bit too exhausting and I thought I could take care of my studies on my own. I didn't really want extra help and I went there for my math because my math sucked.
So for math, okay. I know that you can go to cram school for a variety of subjects like English, math, science, pretty much anything, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Taipei Main Station is full of cram schools, and actually that's where our story takes place today. So let's get into the article.
Culture shock! Study, study, study. Cram schools in Taiwan. Warm-up question. Do you go to a cram school? What subjects do you study?
Simon is standing near the Taipei Main Station. He's waiting for Lucia.
Hey, sorry, I'm late. Let's eat. There's lots of good food in this area.
Lucia, what are all these advertisements for? There are so many.
This part of the city is famous for its cram schools. We call them 补习班. I also studied here when I was a kid.
Oh, I heard about cram schools before. Kids go to evening classes after school?
Right. A lot of cram schools are for learning English. You can also study math, science, or other subjects.
Taiwanese students must be knackered.
They sure are.
British versus
American English.
knackered.
Beat, drained, wiped out. Word power. Late, late. Many called. She will be late, but we can start without her. Minnie called. She will be late, but we can start without her. Advertisement, advertisement. I don't pay attention to the advertisements in YouTube videos. I don't pay attention to the advertisements in YouTube videos. Call, call. My cousin's name is Richard, but we call him Rick. My cousin's name is Richard, but we call him Rick. Math, math. Gina's favorite subject is math because she loves numbers. Gina's favorite subject is math because she loves numbers.
认识字汇
Cram school, Cram school.
So today's dialogue begins by introducing the setting. It says, Simon is standing near the Taipei main station. He's waiting for Lucia.
Alright， 所以一开始呢，我们就看到情境 Simon 他在台北火车站附近，他就在等 Lucia 出现。
Taipei main station was a spot in the city I spent a lot of time in before COVID. Well, back to the article, and we can see a picture, and it's Simon, and he's standing in the street, and he is surrounded by billboards and signs that have advertisements for cram schools. So this is what our article is about.
对，所以我们呢就知道说Simon 他就在台北火车站。那大家应该知道，台北火车站附近其实很多补习班 ，billboards 就是招牌的意思，所以这边指的就是很多补习班的招牌。
And then Lucia arrives, and she has the first line of today's article. She says, "Hey, sorry I'm late. Let's eat. There's lots of good food in this area."
所以一开始呢 Lucia 她就说sorry 不好意思我迟到了 late I'm late 就是我迟到了，所以你通常对什么东西迟到就是 be late for something， 比如说你为什么上课老是迟到，就是 why are you always late for class。 那一样如果我们天色慢慢的暗下来或越来越晚了，其实英文也可以说 it's getting late。好，那我们再看一个句子 Minnie called, she will be late, but we can start without her. Minnie 打来了，她说她会迟到，不过我们可以先不用等她，先开始。所以我们刚刚讲了嘛 Lucia 迟到，那她就说那 Simon 还是我们先去吃饭好了，台北火车站这边附近超多好吃的东西。
Right, so late is an adjective, and it means you are not on time. You do something after the time or later than the time that you expected or arranged. So if you arrange to meet your friend at 2 o'clock, but you arrive at 2:30, you're 30 minutes late. I try not to be late. I try to be punctual, which means on time.
对，那这边呢，除了这样子以外，我们刚刚有看到 there is 跟 there are， 它在英文里面指的是有什么，所以千万不要说 there have， 这是很奇怪的用法，我们不会这样用，是说 there is there are。那 there is 后面是加单数，那或者是不可数的东西，比如说 there is some water in the bottle， 就是罐子里面还有一点水，或者是 there are 加上复数 there are some students in the classroom。代表教室里面有一些学生，那有时候口语上我们就会直接说 there is 加复数。
Yeah, there have some people in the classroom. That's a common mistake that I hear a lot of English language learners make. So there are, there is, not there have. Okay, back to the article. And Simon says, Lucia, what are all of these advertisements for? There are so many.
OK， 所以这个单字呢 advertisements 它就是广告，那通常因为它很长，所以我们就会缩写就是 ad 就是 ad， 那这个字呢它的动词就是 advertise 就是做广告，所以比如说呢你要在尖峰时段打广告，你就要付比较多钱。 If you want to advertise at peak viewing times, you'll have to pay more。 好，那我们再看那个 advertisement 的例句。I don't pay attention to the advertisements in YouTube videos. 我不太留意 YouTube 影片里面的广告。所以文章就说呢 Simon 呢他就想说Lucia 这些招牌到底在广告什么？为什么这么多啊？
So advertisement is a noun, and we often make this word shorter into advert or just ad. In the US, they say commercial for the kinds of advertisements that you see on TV, but in British English, we call them adverts. The verb to advertise means to show something to people so that they will want to buy it. An advertisement can be a poster, a video, or a sign that shows you something you might want to buy. We see them on the TV, on the internet, and even in the street, just like at Taipei main station. So back to the article, and Lucia says, this part of the city is famous for its cram schools.
所以刚刚我们就说台北火车站附近这边很多补习班嘛，那这边出现这个片语 be famous for something 就是以什么东西闻名，所以 Lucia 就说这个地方是以补习班闻名。那其实我们有另外一个说法 be known for something 就代表以什么闻名的意思，比如说This restaurant is known for its delicious pasta 代表这间餐厅呢是以他们好吃的意大利面闻名。
Chicklin is known for her beautiful voice.
Thank you.
So be famous for is just like Chicklin explained. It means if you're famous for that thing, it means people know you because of that thing. So, for example, Taipei is famous for being home to Taipei 101. And David Beckham is famous for playing football. And so cram schools are the subject of the article. A cram school is a busiban. It's a place where you go after your regular school to do extra learning. You might go in the weekend or in the evening, and you can learn English, math, science, pretty much anything that you like. Cram schools are very popular in Asia, but they're not so regular in the UK or in the US. For example, I didn't go to a cram school when I was a kid, but most of my students here in Taiwan, they go to cram schools. Did you go to many cram schools? You said you did math, right, Chickalin?
Yeah, I went to like 3.
Wow, 3 different cram schools.
After school. And so I, like, by the time I got home, it was always like 9 o'clock at night. It's very late. And I had to,
辛苦你了。
yeah, 还要读书，而且回家还要做功课。We had so much homework. 所以其实 you're so lucky.
Yeah,
that you didn't have to go.
We finished school at 3:30 and then we were done for the day.
Yeah, I knew. You know, when I was in the States and we got out of school at 2. So I'm like, oh my God, kids in the West are so lucky because they don't have to study so much.
Yeah, it's a very different culture.
Yeah.
Okay, well, back to the article, and Lucia is explaining more about cram schools. She says, we call them bushibans. I also studied here when I was a kid.
所以这边出现 call 这边就是指大家之前讲应该是打电话嘛，那这边是说把什么东西称为什么，比如说 My name is Chickling, but most people call me Chi-Chi or Bell， 所以就是你可能会有一个昵称，大家怎么叫你就是用 call 这个字。那有一个比较负面的是辱骂谁，就是 to call someone names， 比如说 My classmates used to call me names back in elementary school， 就是小学的时候呢，同班同学常常咒骂我 Don't do that, it's very rude， 很讨厌，很不好，所以不要 call someone names。那课文例句是 My cousin's name is Richard, but we call him Rick。 我表哥的名字呢是 Richard， 但是我们都叫他 Rick。所以呢，这边 Lucia 就说我们叫它是补习班，就是 cram school 的意思。我小时候也在这边补习。
So to call, the verb, not to give a phone call, but to name something, right? So if you call something, I don't know, Burglefort, that means Burglefort is the name that you give that thing. You can call me Reese, or you can call me Reisen, is my Chinese name. So back to the article now, and we see a picture of Lucia, and we're imagining her as a young girl going to a cram school, and she's inside the classroom. Just as she explained, she used to go to cram schools when she was younger.
所以 Lucia 我们就看到那个杂志上面有那个她在小时候补习的样子。
Okay, so back to the article, and Simon says, oh, I heard about cram schools before. Kids go to evening classes after school.
所以 Simon 就说哦有啦，我是有听过补习班这种东西，就是小孩们放学后再去上课的意思，对不对？
And then Lucia says, right, a lot of cram schools are for learning English. You can also study math, science, or other subjects, just as we explained.
所以呢，我们老师这边出现的字呢是 math， 这个字就是数学的意思。那其实它的原来的字比较长，是 mathematics。那这个字呢，比如说数学的习题或问题，你在后面加上 problems 就好了。所以你可以说 Can you help me with these math problems？ 你可不可以教我写这些数学题啊？ 或者是呢 Gina's favorite subject is math because she loves numbers. Gina 最喜欢的科目是数学，因为她喜欢数字。I'm the opposite, totally. 所以 Lucia 就是说，是的，很多补习班都是在补英文，你也可以补数学啊、自然，任何其他的科目都可以。
So math is a noun and it's a subject we all study at school. It's about numbers, right? Adding, subtracting, multiplying, and dividing. If you keep studying math after you finish high school, maybe into university, math gets really, really hard and really deep. Hey, Chickalin, did you know there's a difference between how we say math in the UK versus the US?
I don't know.
So in the UK, in the US, they say math, but in the UK, we say maths with an S on the end.
Oh, I never knew that. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
哦，所以你们要加一个 S. Oh, okay.
Yeah, it's a bit harder to say.
Maths, like
Yeah.
months.
Exactly. And there's actually also a phrase that we say in English, do the math, right?
Oh, yeah.
If you say do the math to somebody, that means you should work this out yourself. It doesn't have to be about a math problem like 10 plus 5. It could be about a real life problem, right?
Yeah.
Okay, back to the article. And Simon says, Taiwanese students must be knackered. I love this word, knackered. Have you heard this before, Chickalin?
I think I have, but I'm not really sure what it means. I think it means something like when you're feeling very tired. I don't know.
Exactly. Knackered is British English, and knackered means very tired or exhausted. You could say, oh, I need to sit down. I'm knackered.
I never used it before. 所以台湾的学生一定超累的吧 Simon 就觉得你每天都要补习耶，你要读好多书哦。那其实这是英式的英文，刚刚 Reese 老师有提到，在美国呢通常我们会说 wiped out 或者是 drained 或者是 like beat， 你觉得你被整个人被打败那种感觉，很累。
Yeah, Americans, they say, oh, I'm beat, right? It means they're tired. They've had a long, hard day. But in the UK, we have that silent K word, knackered. I think it's a great word to use. Okay, back to the article. And Lucia says, they sure are. She's agreeing with Simon that these students must be knackered or tired. And then we see a picture of Simon and Lucia, and we see a long line of students walking past them. They all have dark circles under their eyes, which shows us that they're very, very tired.
所以我就知道哇，他们好累哦，每天都要补习，所以你就看好多黑眼圈哦。好，那这边我们先进到今天的 Magic Box， 看一下 sure 的用法。
Magic Box。
嗨，大家好，我是 Peggy， 今天要来跟大家介绍一个超级好用的字，那就是 sure。sure 有多好用呢？你要说当然没问题的时候可以用 sure。你要说确实如此，表达确定的意思，也可以用 sure。要用来表达对自己很有自信，你也可以用 sure。甚至呢，你只是要跟人家说不客气，也是可以用 sure。sure 这么万用，今天就来好好认识它吧。当然，大家第一次认识 sure 的时候，应该99%都是认识它当做副词。当然的意思，比如说问人家说，人家问我说，我两手都是东西，你可以帮我开一下门吗 ？Can you open the door for me？ 你就可以说 Sure， 当然可以。Sure 的另外一个用法，则是当成形容词，用来表达你对某件事很确定、很肯定、很确信的意思。比如说 ，I'm not sure he can do this job。我不确定他能胜任这份工作。或者是我想要做一件有点冒险的事的时候呢，我的家人朋友就会问我说 Are you sure you want to do this？ 你确定你要这么做吗？当然确定，我下定决心之后就不会再改变心意了。那除此之外呢，你也可以 make sure， 就是确保某件事情，比如说 make sure you are wearing a face mask when you go out。出门时确保自己有戴口罩，是戴在脸上的戴，不是戴在身上的戴哦。表达自信的时候呢，我们也可以说 be sure of oneself。这边呢是用反身代名词 oneself 来表达自己。例如说 Lillian became sure of herself after she won the first game。 Lilian 在赢得第一场比赛之后就变得有自信了。那最后呢，就是当别人跟你道谢的时候，你除了可以说 You're welcome 不客气之外，你也可以说 Sure。比如说我请同事帮忙之后道谢，说 Thanks for helping me， 我的同事就回答说 Sure anytime， 不客气啊，需要的时候随时找我。这是一个很美式很口语的说法，学起来很好用哦。今天简单介绍了超好用的 Sure， 还不赶快学起来吗
Okay, so that's the end of day one's article. Simon and Lucia are around Taipei main station, and they're amazed by how many bushibans or cram schools there are. I feel sorry for the local students who have so much work to do.
I feel so bad for them. I used to be one of them, though.
Oh, 辛苦. Well, we'll be back tomorrow for more about cram schools in Taiwan. But for now, let's go to our review time activity.
Review time.
Okay, so for today's review time activity, we're playing definitions. Chickalin, are you ready?
I guess I am. I'm so tired of all the schoolwork.
It's like being back at the bushiban, right? I'm going to test you on your English. So I'm going to give you the definition of a word. It's one of the vocabulary words from the article, and you tell me the word, okay?
Okay.
First one is a verb, and it means to give a name to somebody or something, and to use that name to get their attention.
Ooh. Did you call my name, Reese?
Chickalin. Yes.
Hi.
Call is the word. We call her Chickalin or Belle. I like to call you Chickalin. I think it's an interesting name.
Yeah, I made that up.
Okay, let's do one more. This word is a noun, and it can be a video or a poster on the wall, which is showing you something that you might want to buy.
Oh, so it could be a movie poster, so you know which movie you want to watch,
Could be.
or like a chocolate poster.
Could be.
So you're using that poster to advertise something. So it's an advertisement.
An advertisement or an advert, or if you're being very lazy, you can just say ad. Yep, well, those are the definition words for today. There are a few more you guys can play with at home if you want some help remembering these words. But that's all we have. We'll be back tomorrow for more from Simon and Lucia. We'll see you then.
Bye-bye.
Culture shock. Study, study, study. Cram schools in Taiwan. Warm-up question. Do you go to a cram school? What subjects do you study?
Simon is standing near the Taipei main station. He's waiting for Lucia.
Hey, sorry, I'm late. Let's eat. There's lots of good food in this area.
Lucia, what are all these advertisements for? There are so many.
This part of the city is famous for its cram schools. We call them bushibans. I also studied here when I was a kid.
Oh, I heard about cram schools before. Kids go to evening classes after school?
Right. A lot of cram schools are for learning English. You can also study math, science, or other subjects.
Taiwanese students must be knackered.
They sure are.
British versus
American English.
knackered.
Beat, drained, wiped out. Word power. Late, late. Many called. She will be late, but we can start without her. Many called. She will be late, but we can start without her. Advertisement, advertisement. I don't pay attention to the advertisements in YouTube videos. I don't pay attention to the advertisements in YouTube videos. Call. My cousin's name is Richard, but we call him Rick. My cousin's name is Richard, but we call him Rick. Math. Gina's favorite subject is math because she loves numbers. Gina's favorite subject is math because she loves numbers.
认识字汇
Cram school.